Hey lovely world hearts, it's Lisa here. How are you doing? I'm coming in with another energy tune-up for the day. This is for my wild hearts, my highly sensitive souls and empaths. I'm going to tune into the collective conscious. If you would like a more personalised reading, because this one's going to be general, then follow the link in the description box below and in the pinned comments. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. You'll know it's for you because you'll get an intuitive hit. Let's see what energies want to come through today. Using the Magical Messages from the Fairies by Doreen Virtue. Oh, flower power. Oh, look at her. Isn't she adorable? She just reminds me of a bridesmaid that's walking down the aisle, scattering her petals. Who's getting married? Anyone getting married? Let me know. Spend time with flowers and flower essences to increase your personal healing power. I have worked with bark flower remedies. They are quite powerful. What wants to come through with this one? Let's just have a look on the bottom of the deck. Spiritual teacher. Spiritual teacher. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. Okay, so this is for someone that is a healer. You are a healer. You are a healer and you like to use nature. You've been a healer since you were a little girl. Maybe you played that role in your family. Maybe you were the fixer. But you have strong healing powers. And when you spend time in nature, that obviously increases your healing powers. But maybe you do want to work with flower essences. Maybe you do want to. Normally people that work with flower essences use Reiki. Some kind of energy, hands-on healing is what I'm getting. But you definitely have a strong connection to nature and to animals. Look at all those rabbits around her. You've got very strong intuition. This deep purple card. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. Let's see if we can get some more cards on today's message for you. I'm going to go in with the tarot, I think. I am seeing the inner child when I see that little girl. Perhaps your inner child needs healing as well. Something that's coming to me, this is a message for me when I look at those cards, is I spend all my time teaching and healing everyone else, which can sometimes be a distraction from my own inner child and my own healing. So I don't know who else needs to hear that today. But that is the codependent relationships where we're putting our happiness after other people's, or we're putting other people's happiness above our own. Oh look, more purple, the purple deck that I've picked up. You've definitely got really strong intuition. So do you listen to that little voice that whispers inside of you? Do you trust your hunches? Right, we've got some that have fallen out here. Chariot. Oh, it's Phoebe. I love Phoebe. And Phoebe, oh look, Phoebe, it was a hippie, wasn't she, in Friends? She was the one who was a little bit woo, a little bit way, a little bit different, but they loved her regardless of that. And she was, I think she was a masseuse, wasn't she? Yeah, she was a masseuse. But her background story is that her mum died, didn't she? And her mum committed suicide. And then she had a brother who she met, but she didn't know who her father was. So maybe that's a message for someone. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Hangman, and Temperance. Well, this is my card of like being guided by spirit, but I'm just noticing that Rachel's spilling all the water, and I'm thinking that maybe you feel like life is going wrong at the moment and life isn't turning out as you thought it would. You've got to trust in yourself and what intuitively feels right. Queen of Swords is no messing about. She doesn't mess about. She doesn't mince her words. She speaks very directly. This is very different energy to this energy here. Well, especially the energy of the little girl, maybe not so much the energy of the spiritual teacher. So maybe as you step into your spiritual teacher's shoes, that you give a voice to things that you couldn't say when you were a child. That will be healing for you, but that will also be healing for the people that you're teaching and the people that you're helping heal. Definitely here to help people transform. Look at that butterfly on her shoulder, from the caterpillar to the butterfly, bringing people out of their cocoons, guiding people through darkness, through spilt water, through difficult times, through forgiving them, helping them forgive themselves for their mistakes, forgiving themselves for being human. Something feels stuck. So I wonder if you kind of have an idea that this is what you're meant to be doing, but somehow you feel stuck with it. And actually, it's linked into your finances. So I wonder if you believe that you can't make any money out of that, or not as much money as you're making now, which isn't actually true, because there's many healers that I follow online, Leonie Dawson being one of them, and she's a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and Denise Duffield Thomas. They're two women who are businesswomen, but they're using their spiritual teachings to help people love themselves more, which is ultimately what we're all trying to do, love ourselves more fiercely and make our way home to ourselves. So there's a stuckness here because there's a belief, well, you can't earn money out of all this woo-woo stuff. I wonder where that belief comes from, because it's not yours. I think it might be your dad. It's a father figure, or it might even be a critical mum. And if you did have a critical mum and she cut off your voice, then that is why you need to find your inner Queen of Swords, find your voice, be direct, speak up for yourself. But all the time you're kind of in this no man's land, it's not going to happen. So maybe you need to make a decision. Let's pull a crazy sexy love note. See what you need to do, because I feel like you need to make a decision is what I'm sensing. Like you've got splinters in your ass because you're sitting on the fence. Oh, there's quite a few here. I don't know if we need all of them, but I'm going to take this one that's fallen out here. I know this is saying accept compliments, but I'm looking at the picture on the mermaid looking into the mirror, and I'm thinking that this mermaid doesn't actually believe that she's good enough to do all these things. There's a bit of imposter syndrome, because there's this crab in the background. Again, it's this swords person, this critical person. There's a crab in the background waiting to pinch and say, I knew you'd never make a success of that. What a stupid job. Why would you want to do that for a living? She's just not able to let in that she could be successful, that she is worthy, that she's really good at what she does. I'm saying that because I've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is the card of self-worth and self-esteem on the bottom of the deck. So these old beliefs that you think aren't yours, they're your parents' beliefs or people around you when you were growing up, and kind of clips your wings a bit, really. Well, it doesn't clip your wings, look. It shoves your feet into a tail so you can't walk forward in the direction that you want to go in. You don't shrug off or play down what your gifts are. These are your gifts, because you're denying yourself the opportunity to share your gifts with the world. Exercise your self-esteem and soak it in, superstar. Think of compliments as little confidence-building soul vitamins. You are worthy of praise. Yeah, so you've got to let the good stuff. You've got to work on. So the message, the energy today that I'm picking up is there's lots of spiritual teachers that have been like healing their families of origin probably since the beginning of time, but maybe they're in jobs that they don't like, or perhaps they're finding it hard to make a living out of that, because it's quite forward thinking, isn't it? And people have, or some pockets of society have thoughts and beliefs about the woo, about spiritual guidance and healing, but that's because they don't really understand it and they're afraid of it. So that person in your family who criticises you for doing that, I do think it's a father figure, only because of these two, the energy of these two feels stronger. I feel like the Queen of Swords isn't necessarily a feminine person. I just feel it's a critical person, and I feel like it's a man. But remember, when people criticise you, they're talking about themselves and they're projecting their stuff onto you. And if your parent had a wish or a desire for you to be into a certain role, then they're going to make sure you know about it, and that's going to hold you back. So maybe sit with your journal and take some time to think about what you want. But this chariot energy is about moving forward. So it's saying, how do I get from here to here? How do I reassure that little girl within that even though her dad or her mum won't approve of this job, how do I help? How do I shift from one to the other? Well, you've got to make that decision for yourself. Wow, that was interesting, wasn't it? That's today's energy tune-up. Thank you for listening. If this reading resonated with you, please drop me an emoji in the comments below. I don't know if you want to put in a little fairy or some flowers or some rabbits or some butterfly wings, and give it a like. Share it with people. If you know other wild hearts and empaths that would like daily guidance, send them my way, because I would love them to be part of our community. And I hope you have a lovely day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.